Welcome to Evadi Farm, a beautiful boarding facility outside of Lexington, Kentucky. This is where I board my own horses, and I also take some horses in training as well. I wanted to take you on an inside look of this amazing facility so you can see why I love it so much here. So let's go ahead and take a look. So here we're in the main barn, and the main barn has 13 stalls in it. Each stall is 12 by 14, and there's actually a few that are a little bit bigger, and they're 12 by 16. And what I love about all of these stalls is that they're so aerated, and the horses are able to see through the stalls. They can see into the aisleway, they can see their neighbors, the horses that are next to them, they can see the horses across the aisle, they can see everything going on in the aisles. So it's a really, really nice place. The airflow can get through each stall, and the horses can see in and out of them really nice. Also, each stall has a fan and also has its own light, which is really, really good. And also these stalls, what I really love about them is when it turns into summer and it starts to get hot, we can actually open up the back door of the stalls so that it's aerated on that end as well. In the winter, of course, they're closed so that the horses can stay a little bit more warm. So where I'm standing right now is I'm up by Wild Heart's stall, up at the front entrance. Mermaid is actually stabled at the back entrance by where the paddocks start, and she's actually in right now, so we'll go take a look at her here in a few minutes. So behind me here we have the feed room, and what I really love about this feed room is that each horse gets their own bin that feed is stored in. And the bins are really secure. They're secure enough to keep other animals out, they keep the feed dry, and it's a really nice organized system so that you know that your horse is getting the right feed that you've chosen for them. All the horses love the sound of the feed room door opening and closing. They know exactly that it's time for breakfast or dinner, so they all love the feed room. And right next to the feed room, we actually have the wash rack. And what I love about this wash rack is that we have warm water here year round. So there's never a shortage of hot water. Every horse can have the exact temperature that they like. And I love being able to cater the temperature to each horse, because you'll find that when you get the temperature right for them, just like for people, they start to fall asleep and really, really relax during their bath time. So all the horses learn to love their baths here. So right here we have the main grooming stalls, and you can put the horses on here and cross-tie them and groom them. And what I really love is that it's a nice place to be able to pick out your horse's feet, brush them, and get all that stuff here on the mats that you can actually sweep up and put in one of the muck tubs instead of getting that stuff in your own stall. So I really like also being able to have the horses stand on a flat surface, and under these lights be able to look at the horse's body, and as I'm grooming the horse, be able to notice if the horse is sore anywhere, if there's any pain anywhere, if anything looks different, if anything's changed. So it's a nice place to kind of bring your horse to groom them or tack them up before a ride. But also it's good because it helps you just kind of put an eye over the horse and evaluate them every day before you actually go and work them. So I actually use these two quite a bit, and I find that the horses like it in here because they can watch everything going on in the aisles. They can still see each other here, and they can see everything going on in front of them, which is really good. So right here we have the main tack room, and this is where I store my saddles, my bridles, and my long lining gear. So this main tack room is actually conveniently located directly across from the grooming stalls. So when you have a horse on cross ties, you don't have to go any farther than just traveling right across the aisle to get your tack and be able to place it on your horse. So I really like having this tack room in such a good spot in this barn, right in front of where you actually need to carry it out to. So that's what I really love about this tack room. I spend more time in and out of this tack room than you even know. So I'm here all the time, And I find that it's a really nice area to store everything. I've got my own saddle racks, my own bridle racks, and it's just a really nice place. There's a fridge in here as well, a sink, a window so you can open it up and aerate the room out and things like that. So I spend a lot of time in here and keep a lot of my training tools in here as well. So here we're at Mermaid's stall, and we're right at the entrance towards the paddocks here. But she's in right now because, I'm just gonna open up the stall. She's in right now because she had a very small injury to her suspensory. So she's in a really, really good rehab program right now. And so she's in and we're doing rehab with her. And so that's why she's the only horse now here in the barn. But she's a great, great horse. She's my main Liberty horse. I actually got her from a kill pen in Oklahoma. So she's come really, really far. She's such a sweet girl, and I'm really excited to go through the rehab really nicely, really slowly, do it well and properly, and not rush her at all. And so she does get out of her stall, and she gets grass, and she gets walked and things like that. Right now, she's loving the hay back in the corner of her stall. Hey, Mermaid, good girl. Yeah, you're a good girl. But she would love to go out and have some turnout right now, but she's just got to wait a little bit till everything heals. But she's such a good girl. I love this horse so much, and everything that she's taught me and continues to teach me. Good girl, good girl. Good girl, we'll come back later. I know, you love to wed. Okay, so I'm gonna turn off her light here. And what I wanna do is take you guys, we kind of skipped through it on the tour down this barn, but actually halfway through the middle of this barn is the entrance into the indoor arena. And I wanted to take you into the indoor arena because it's one of my favorite places on this farm. And I think you'll see why in just a moment. So what I really love is that from the main barn, you can actually walk your horse down this little ramp here right into the indoor arena. And this ramp has really good grip. Each little tile here has really good grip so they don't slip it all going down, but it's a nice way. You can actually stay under a roof even in bad weather or rain or during the winter. You can stay all covered from the main barn all the way down into the indoor and all the way back into the main barn. So now let's go ahead and go down this little ramp into the indoor and take a look at this beautiful arena. So here we are at this amazing, beautiful indoor arena. This is like my sanctuary here. I love coming to this indoor arena. And the size of this indoor arena is 100 by 200, but with the wooden kickboards coming down along the sides, it's actually 92 by 192. But the footing in here is phenomenal. The horses love it in here. We ride in here, we do groundwork in here. We can bring in ground poles, cavalettis, obstacles, anything that we'd like. So it's a great workspace to work with a horse. And what I really love about in here is that there's so much natural light coming from above that you rarely have to actually turn on the lights. The only time I have to turn on the lights is usually if it's actually night or getting dark during the day because there's a storm or there's clouds. But the light that's in here really, really helps and illuminates the whole place. Also with the windows on each side, that also brings in a lot of light as well. And what's really cool about this indoor is that you can open and close the windows on each side with buttons at the entrance of the indoor. So I can actually go in and open one side of windows or open the other side of windows just by a simple press of a button. And all the horses get used to the noise of that happening and seeing that happen as well. But you can only imagine with the windows open on a nice summer morning or summer evening, that breeze that comes in is so nice in this indoor, and it offers you some nice shade away from the sun as well. So also at each end of the arena is a door, and it's a door that you can open and close again with buttons. So we have one door that can open and close by the main barn and one door that can open and close at the opposite end that takes you out back towards where the round pen is. So you have all these abilities to close doors, open and close windows, you've got natural light, you've got great footing. So that's why I really love this place. And there's one extra special piece about it, and that's that this arena has its own sound system. So quite often I'll take my phone, I'll put on my Spotify playlist, and just in this indoor arena, I can go and plug it in and listen to music while I ride. And I think the horses really enjoy some nice soothing music. I really enjoy it. I think they enjoy it. And I really love that about the space, is being able to have all of these amazing positive aspects and be able to have a great work environment to work with your horse. So here we're in the viewing room, and the viewing room looks down on the indoor arena. And what's really cool about here is you can see with many windows, you can see down into the indoor arena. And also, if there's any music playing in the indoor arena, you can actually play that music here in the viewing room as well. And the cool part is that you can actually turn the volume down on the music in here so that it's not as loud as what's playing in the indoor arena. So you can have this soft, light music playing here and still be able to enjoy watching someone ride down in the indoor. I also come here to eat lunch, to work on the computer, to sit and take a break here at the table. So I really, really like this viewing room. There's also a restroom in here that you can use as well. And also this is where the sound system is, where I can actually plug in the cords, turn it on, and get it ready for the day. So behind me here we have the round pen, and I love this round pen because it's really beautiful in there. It's got great footing, and it's actually fairly large. It's 60 by 60, and it has really nice high, tall wooden walls. So the horses can feel really safe and secure in here, and it's a great space to be able to work with the horse, whether you're starting a horse, working with the horse at liberty, or working through anything in which having a smaller space is helpful. I really like this round pen as well because it has lights, so you can work in here at any time of the day. If it gets cloudy, you can turn on the lights and you'll be able to see really, really well. The other thing that I love is that this round pen has a viewing deck, so someone can come and actually watch you work and be able to kind of stand a little bit above and look down into the round pen and see everything. I love being able to go up on the viewing deck and watch any of my students work, and I think they like to go up there as well and watch me work in the round pen. So this is a really, really nice, beautiful space to work a horse in, and it's right behind the indoor arena, which makes it so convenient to get to, and I just find it to be such a good thing to have here on the farm. So behind me here, out back behind the main barn, are the paddocks. And each horse gets their own individual paddock. They have their own automatic waterer and their own salt block. And what I really love about the fencing in these paddocks is that the fencing is rounded, it curves. There's no sharp corners at all. So the horses are easily able to be in there and stay safe. And also what's really good is that the horses can easily see each other. They can see their neighbors. They can see each other in the neighboring paddocks and things like that. So they all do really, really well out here, and they don't feel alone out here. They feel like they're out here somewhat together because they can see each other. I love it out here on a really beautiful day when the sky is like this, the sun's out, and it's really warm. It's so beautiful to just step outside the back of the barn and take a look at all the horses relaxing and grazing in their paddocks. So here we're at the outdoor arena, and you can see that it's really, really bright out here. And I love coming out here on a really nice day when it's warm, the wind is calm, and the skies are blue. It feels like you're almost on this beach, this horse beach out here when you're riding around. But the footing out here is phenomenal. That's why I love coming to this outdoor. The horses love the footing. They love being able to work in it. And I love being able to come out in this space and work with the horses outside, and also have the ability to take them inside if the weather starts to get bad. So this is our outdoor out here, nice, wide and open. And again, we can set up obstacles if we need to. We can set up ground poles, cavalettis, or anything else we need to while we work the horses. I ride out here, do groundwork, liberty, and also long lining. I really like this outdoor. I think you can see why as well. So now we're back in the main barn, and the horses have come in for the day, and I thought we'd take a look at Wild Heart here so you guys can meet her. and she's in her stall. We actually opened up the back door, so now she has the ability to get air coming through on that side, and she loves looking out her window. She's like a little window watcher. She's got her head here in the corner. Hi, little girl. Hi. She is my Mustang that I got for the 2017 Extreme Mustang Makeover, and I absolutely love this horse. She's such a special little Mustang, and she proves every day how big her heart is and all of her work. And I think my bond with her and connection with her just keeps on growing. So anyways, this is her little stall here. And thank you so much for coming on this barn tour with me and seeing why I love this facility so much. And I know my horses love it. They love the care they get and everything. But thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed the barn tour, and we'll see you guys soon. If you'd like more information on what I do here or anything like that, you can just go to my website, which is arianasakaris.com, and you can find more information about training, lessons, clinics, online education, video coaching, phone call coaching, and all sorts of new, really cool things that we have. Thank you so much for coming along, and hope to see you soon.